Good evening. We're going to do an herb crusted rib roast with two side dishes, one of candied carrots and the other garlic green beans. But first of all, we're going to need to slice some onions. These onions are going to create a base for our rib roast to sit on in the pan. We're going to take a beef broth and pour it over the onions. You want the top of the onions to still show. This is where we're going to put our rib roast, and it's going to be elevated on the onions. Here we have our rib roast that has been pre-seasoned here at Albertsons La Costa. The ribs have been cut off and then tied back on here to add the flavor, and by retying the ribs on, it makes it very easy for carving. Currently, our oven is being preheated to 350 degrees, and we're going to put the rib roast on the onions, and we're ready to go into the oven. While our rib roast is in the oven, we're going to enjoy a nice glass of Beringer Knights Valley Cabernet. Now that our rib roast has been in the oven for 2 hours, we're going to want to check the temperature. And we need to make sure that we're checking it in multiple locations to give us the correct reading. It looks like we're at a temperature of 135 degrees. So we're going to take the rib roast out of the oven and we're going to cover it with foil. We want to cover it with foil for roughly 20 to 30 minutes. The temperature is going to go up about 10 degrees while the rib is resting. Now that your rib roast has been resting for 30 minutes, we're going to carve the rib roast. First of all, you're going to want to cut the strings off that hold the ribs to the roast. This is a rib roast that we purchased at the Albertsons La Costa. The seasonings were all on this rib, very easy to prepare, and you can see we're carving into this rib roast, and with a time in the oven of 2 hours, we have a medium rare rib. Okay, now it's time to make the blue cheese and garlic rib roast sauce. First of all, you're going to need a half a cup of heavy whipping cream or half and half, and a teaspoon of garlic. You're going to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to add our crumbled blue cheese. This is the Culinary Circle blue cheese. The blue cheese is going to melt in the pan, and you're going to top your prime rib with this sauce. Now it's time for the candied carrots. We've cut the tips and the tops off of these carrots, and now we're cutting them in half. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter to the pan that's on medium heat, and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar for our candied mixture. Now it's going to be time to add our carrots to this mixture, and you're going to want to spread the carrots around to get the butter coating all of the carrots. Now it's time to prepare our green beans that we'll be roasting in the oven with garlic and olive oil. First, you're going to want to cut both tips off of the green beans, and then we're going to take these green beans and we're going to put them in a strainer and wash them before they go in the pan. Okay, now you're going to want to drizzle some extra virgin olive oil, add some salt and pepper, and some garlic to the green beans. You're going to want to toss these green beans with your hands so they're evenly coated with the extra virgin olive oil. We have the oven preheated to 350 degrees. These green beans were cooked in the oven for 25 minutes. Dinner is served. We have our rib roast with blue cheese sauce, candied carrots, and green beans with garlic extra virgin olive oil. This is being paired with our Beringer Knights Valley Cabernet. This was all purchased at Albertsons La Costa. Enjoy.